Thanks for staying up late to celebrate the legendary Anne Margaret's 85th birthday. I'm Alicia Malone, and next we're watching a 1965 crime thriller pairing Anne Margaret with French actor Alain Delon. Directed by Ralph Nelson, it's Once a Thief. The source material was an autobiographical book by Ezekiel Marco titled Scratch a Thief. Marco was a criminal who drew on his experiences for his screenwriting career in Hollywood and also published a series of pulp fiction novels under the pseudonym John Trinian. Look out for Marco in this film, where he has a cameo as Luke, a memorable role. You'll see him right from the beginning in sunglasses, telling a woman to cool this lickety-split talk jazz. Marco adapted his book into the screenplay, which follows Alain Delon as Eddie, an Italian immigrant living in San Francisco who becomes the prime suspect in a violent robbery. Inspector Mike Vito, played by Van Heflin, wants nothing more than to see Eddie brought to justice. Meanwhile, Eddie's wife, Christine, played by Anne Margaret, has to go back to work to support him and their young daughter. And Eddie is being pressured by his brother, played by Jack Palance, to take part in a major heist. This gritty crime film marked a departure for director Ralph Nelson, whose previous films included Lilies of the Field with Sidney Poitier and Father Goose with Cary Grant and Leslie Caron. Nelson shot Once a Thief on location in San Francisco and worked with cinematographer Robert Burks. They used a new high-speed film that allowed them to shoot night scenes with only available light. It looks fantastic. From 1965, this is Once a Thief. A sad ending, but wasn't Anne Margaret wonderful in Once a Thief? She had great memories of filming in San Francisco, though the production was not without incident. Writer Ezekiel Marco, who wrote the screenplay and the original book and appeared as Luke in the film, was detained at one point by the San Francisco Police Department. Anne Margaret ended up with a black eye after filming a physical scene, and she also accidentally hit director Ralph Nelson with an ashtray. He had told her to throw it with all her might for a scene, and she did, but it hit the director, requiring Nelson to get 19 stitches. Filming also stretched for an extra 2 weeks because of the weather. Ralph Nelson wanted that ending to be gloomy, but San Francisco remained stubbornly sunny. Anne Margaret didn't mind the extra weeks. She performed at a local nightclub and was at the beginning of her romance with Roger Smith, whom she would marry in 1967 and stay with until his death in 2017. We'll keep watching TCM as we continue celebrating Anne Margaret's 85th birthday. After this break, she will take us to Paris in a 1966 romantic comedy that also stars Louis Jourdan.
Next on TCM, Made in Paris. Then lovely to look at, and later, stronger than desire. TCM wants what it wants tonight.